Nature Football Freedom here for a year. We interview Nigeria football fans to get their reactions, and after the matches, we give you good football content where you go come to the watch. If you don't new for this place, make you like this video, subscribe, turn on that notification button so you go get content like this. You know this matters now. Okay, Arinze, me I don't know much what I go talk about this match, but the match wasn't interesting. It wasn't entertaining. It was a very boring match. It can't be even thought of that England would play 0-0 with Slovenia.
Number one, this is the most boring match in this Euro. Number two, Gareth Southgate is the worst coach the national team has ever seen. Like the worst coach of all time. Like there's no like he's so good in making bad decisions. He's just talented in doing everything wrong. He's the worst coach the national team, not just England, the world national team has ever seen. The worst national team coach.
It's too bad.
That guy is so clueless. I'm sorry to say this. England always produce talent, but they are just the person that is managing them is so clueless. See, anybody that doesn't have a mind of his own shouldn't be given a big project. If you ask Gareth Southgate why you playing this playoff position, he will tell you this is where he's playing his club. Like if you don't have a mind of your own, this was the same Southgate that played Foden on the right flank in the previous competition because Man City was playing him that season. And now one thing about players is, if you say this player is playing here, when you take him to that team, if you want to know if he's really his position, take him to another team and play him in that same position. Because in his team, there's a fluidity. They understand themselves. Like there's always a training, there's always this understanding. And Man City, they pass in exchange of wing. So the understanding is there. The off the ball movement is there. It might not be like that in another team. When you're expecting, I give you, give me, might not be like that. So then it's going to show, like whether you're playing in that wing is going to show. Like the guy, I can't believe everything every pundit said about Foden starting on the left flank. Gordon not starting. The only left winger you have. Still, you still went ahead and started the same team. It shows you're clueless. Like, make a come out of this thing. Gareth Southgate is so clueless. Like this match, it affects me because I can see the talents, but the man is the worst coach.
It's more like he wants to squeeze in all his best talents into the first 11, even if it means him playing them in the wrong position.
That's why I say he don't have idea. First of all, how will you start Gallagher ahead of Menu or Eze? Like the person they need themselves was even Eze. Why will you start Gallagher? Okay, you can't come out. The first person where you come out now, you can't bring in Menu. We were expecting you to remove somebody from that midfield. You left the midfield. You like everything. Okay, you removed Gallagher and brought in Menu. Good. Now what about Gordon? What about Anthony Gordon? The substitute I was even expecting was to remove Gallagher and bring in Gordon. Bring Foden into the midfield. Then you can now start to start tweaking. You can now start to start tweaking your thing. Maybe bring in Palmer for Saka. Okay, because of tired legs. But why you started with the same team? Like the man has to be that clueless. He's so clueless. Ha!
It's too bad. Gareth Southgate. Everybody expected. This is common. This is Slovenia. This is Slovenia.
No, everybody expected England to win. Nobody's expecting Southgate to do well. He's so bad.
That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody expected England to win. This is Slovenia. They can't match England to any level in strength, in capacity, tactical awareness and all. But it's too bad. But there are some individual players that did good or bad. What can you make of Bukayo Saka's performance tonight?
See, Bukayo Saka, the thing is that Slovenia's team, they were good. They were set up well. So, Bukayo Saka did not perform bad. Bringing in Palmer for him was a good decision because of tired legs. But let me be honest with you. I will not start Palmer ahead of Saka, unfortunately.
Why?
See, even if you start Palmer, if you bring in Saka, Saka will perform better. Palmer came in and played against tired legs. He's a good player, no disrespect to him, he's a good talent. If Saka was not in the team, I would prefer Palmer to play. But I cannot bench Saka just because of Palmer. I cannot do that. Understand? So, Saka, just like, no, don't just put it on Saka.
And that your decision is still the same thing Gareth Southgate is doing. He's still preferring the best players in their clubs to play as you're deciding it like this now. That's how Southgate is. So there is no need to judge him.
See, I'm talking about, it's not about best players in the club. I'm talking about best players in the position.
Saka is not producing anything.
See, I'm talking about best player in the position. You can't say he's not producing anything. The only goal England has, he had the assist. Now, the last game he was impressive, but he had to be removed. See, the whole of the English team is bad, not just Saka. Don't put it on Saka. If you, what about Foden? What about Kane? What about Bellingham, who was average today? The only player that impressed me today in England's match is Rice. Like, he was tackling everything that came. He was in control. He was, if not for him, they for use counter finish them.
So, okay. Can do you think England can make it to quarterfinals? I'm not even talking about knockout stages now. If I don't know if they can get past knockout stage and get to quarterfinals.
See, that depends on the team they are playing. That's if they play a team like Portugal, Belgium, Germany, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, England will not win any of these people. There must have been other people, but let me just start with this: England, France, England will not win any of them. So unless England decides to meet, I don't know, see people like Romania, I don't know if they qualified. All those simple groups, that's why England will qualify, because they are being coached by the most clueless coach I've ever seen in national team. Hey,
All right, that is okay. You say Rice impressive. All right, thanks for stopping by.